Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on the Royal Hotel from Neon about two girls who take a job out in the Australian outback but get more than they bargained for. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 12, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So they go all the way to the Australian outback, out in the middle of nowhere, to take a job at a hotel in a bar. But when they get out there, they discover the locals are very brash and sometimes vulgar and sexist. And the one girl's a bit of a snowflake and says, "I don't like this," and can't take it. Now they bill it as a thriller, but I don't see any murdering. I mean, like, look, the customers are being jerks. That much is clear. Maybe one of them tries something. I don't know. But it doesn't seem to go beyond that, so I'm not so sure about the thriller portion of this. And there is transportation out of there. At one point they say, well, the bus is coming in 2 days. So I'm not sure what this movie is. Are these girls under actual harm? At one point she's picking up an axe and threatening a guy. I guess he's going to do something or did something, and then at one point she takes the axe to a truck, and then she's being confronted in a parking lot. I'm not sure what happened here. It doesn't really give me enough in the trailer to know. Written by Kitty Green and Oscar Redding. Directed by Kitty Green. Oh, Hugo Weaving is in it? Really? Okay. Which one was he? I didn't even recognize him. Let me back up here. Is Hugo the older guy? I think he might be with the beard. Yeah, I guess that might be him. So, they get mad because it's just a bunch of local yokels, and they're, they do stuff rude, like, say, fresh meat or whatever. I don't think it's nice, but does it evolve? Does it rise to the level of a thriller if there's no actual danger? If people are just being rude, is rudeness a thriller now? Have the snowflakes gotten so timid that rudeness is the thriller? The implied threat is the threat? I can't tell. Maybe something happens here. I don't know. From the director Kitty Green and the producer of The Power of the Dog. I don't know what that is. So first act, they take this job in the Australian outback, two Americans. They're young and apparently very stupid. I don't know why they would take this job. They need to make money, I guess. And at first it's all sun and fun. Oh, they've got plenty of sun and they've got booze and they're young girls having a good time, and I guess they got water to swim in. I guess that's all they wanted to do was swim and never meet guys. I mean, these are young women. Now, granted, maybe these guys are nasty. They don't like them, but there's a scene where the guy goes, "I'd like a Dickens, please," and she says, "A Dickens beer?" And that's the joke, right? So they're being pretty juvenile, and a couple of them look a little sinister, but I don't know, you're not showing me in the trailer what the hell the threat is. I think you needed one scene of an actual threat. I think you needed one scene, there's a body found, or somebody gets hurt, or somebody truly gets threatened. Because I don't know what's at stake here. Maybe the blonde girl who's very antsy is the threat. I don't know. Maybe it's a big reversal thing. I don't know what's going on in this movie. There's kind of not enough here. But so the first act, they think they're going to have a vacation and a fun time. And at first, it kind of is fun. But then they work in the bar and it sucks. Surprise, surprise, work sucks. And the patrons are all local yokels. Maybe there's no guys that they like. And a blonde girl keeps getting more and more nervous. The other girl's like, it'll be fine. We'll be drunken idiots just like the other two girls that work here soon. And that would be the natural progression of things. I would think after a while they would just go along. But a masterful, tension-filled dissection of power dynamics? I'm not seeing that. I don't understand what the power dynamics are here. Are you just doing a whole patriarchy thing? If that's the case, I don't think that blonde girl would go all the way out here. Or I think she would just sit in her room and lock herself in for until the next bus showed up. So I don't know. Yeah, I guess that is Hugo Weaving. I didn't recognize him. And then in the third act, I guess things escalate and they end up killing somebody. Or the guys end up sabotaging their getaway and they're stuck there another week. I mean, what? I guess I can't really tell the stakes here. Is the stakes like as high as like somebody's going to be killed and they burn the whole bar down by the end of this movie? Or is it the stakes kind of like, they're just a-holes and she doesn't like it and she overreacts? Or is it a reversal like that? I can't tell. Let me read the write-up. If there's a write-up, no. I don't know, John. What are you yelling at me for? So, would I see this? Maybe. I don't know. Hugo Weaving is in it, but he doesn't seem to be the main character. I think the trailer hurt you rather than helped you to sell it to me. Because if you had shown me some of the stakes, like a scene of a body being dragged away or something. I mean, there are guys there. These guys appear to be their age. Okay, they're jerks. At first, maybe they could warm up to them later. There's not a lot of guys here. They took a job in a remote location. Kind of got to make do. Or, I guess, just tough it out until the bus comes. Unless this is, again, a movie about like a big reversal where the girl's the jerk or they're all jerks. I don't know. I don't know, Joan. Stop asking me that question. Anyhow, yeah, I probably wouldn't say it. Maybe if somebody reviewed it positively, say, no, it's not what it really is. It's actually pretty cool. I don't know. There's a car accident at one point. I don't know if that's intentional. The girl's trying to get away, stealing a car. I mean, that's what they could do, right? If it's that bad, they could steal somebody's car and take off. And if they get caught by the authorities, they could say, well, we had to steal the car. They were trying to attack us. Who are they going to believe? Are they going to believe the girly girls or the guys who are being obnoxious asshats who write things like fresh meat all over the stupid bar? I think they would have a pretty good chance, and they would want the cops anyway to protect them. So again, I'm just not seeing the threat here. I don't know. You know what? Let's check the IMDb. For once, I'm going to check the IMDb. Okay, this is called The Royal Hotel. Okay, here it is. U.S. backpackers Hannah and Liv take a job in a remote Australian pub for some extra cash and are confronted by a bunch of unruly locals and a situation that grows rapidly out of control. Yeah, I saw some of that in this trailer, but does it grow deadly? Like, it doesn't seem that out of control in the trailer. you needed like that extra. It seems that the blonde girl does more damage than any of the locals. Like you needed a scene with, I don't know, somebody getting punched in the throat, like or something like that. Something where like somebody gets really hurt and it's like, oh man, somebody crossed the line here. It doesn't. You don't necessarily have to give away whether it's the girls or the guys initiating it, but you got to give me like some stakes here. The car accident isn't enough. That could be anything. Maybe it's the cut of this trailer. I don't know. So Hugo Weaving's in it. I guess. Probably not for me though. And that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more based takes. If you can find a more based take, I say take it. Thanks for joining me in the live stream tonight, and Joan for like 10 seconds. There'll be more next week and more videos coming up, plus more exclusive videos in the membership area. So if you'd like to join and be a member, Kite in the live stream just gave away 5 memberships. So I'm looking forward to see if we got any new members. I'm going to have to make more videos. Hope to see you there. See you tomorrow.